cycles beginning in 2008 with multi-state interaction in Georgia and in Texas. A 2023 felony conviction for theft by receiving stolen property, and that was in Fulton County. A 2023 felony conviction for theft by taking and card fraud, that was also in Fulton County. A 2019 misdemeanor conviction for willful obstruction. A 2018 misdemeanor conviction for battery, that was in Fulton County. A 2015 misdemeanor conviction for assault that causes bodily injury, and that was in Texas. A 2010 felony conviction for possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. A
Oh, that's
2009.
good. Thank you.
Okay.
I ran out of space. Okay. Mr. Walker?
Yeah, Shauna, the victim in this case, his name is Tarek Lane. He had reported that he was robbed at gunpoint earlier in the day, and his cell phone was taken from him later in the day by a different individual. His cell phone was located at an Eco ATM, I believe located at a Walmart, and had been turned in for a sum of money by this particular individual, and that's why he's charged with theft by receiving. He does have a history of theft. We are asking for a $1,500 surety bond, no contact with the victim, whose name is Tarek Lane. No weapons, drugs, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. Cook?
He's being
Is
held.
there a particular reason why we waived his appearance?
To be honest with you, it's news to me. He didn't say that to me, but I guess at some point he said it to someone. I know he's got.
Well, who do you waive his appearance with?
He was on the medical floor detoxing, so he,
Oh, but that's not the same as a waiver. I believe you have to waive your appearance with your attorney.
Yes, yes.
he also waived his felony charges earlier too.
Right, that's a different attorney in a different case. It doesn't work
Right.
like that.
Well, let's see. Mr. Cook, did you file a written waiver of appearance for your client?
I put it in just moments ago, but actually Mr. Walker's correct. If he didn't say it directly to me, it probably just needs to be reset.
Okay.
And I'll withdraw the.
He's going to get him.
Oh, he's going to get him now.
All right. In that case, then we can move on to position number 17. And would this be an express waiver of appearance?
Yes, Your Honor, I was able to talk to him. He did not get any bond at the felony court, and he came back to me and specifically requested to waive his appearance since he's not going anywhere and he was not feeling well.
Okay. As long as our litigation manager gets a copy of the express waiver of appearance from you, that would be satisfactory. 24 CR 1205B, accused of theft by taking from November 21st, 2023. And any priors on Ricky Wilson, position 17?
Yes, 22 arrest cycles with multi-state interaction in Georgia, New York, and Ohio. A 2019 misdemeanor conviction for petty theft, that was in Ohio. Another 2019 felony conviction for possession of cocaine, and that was also in Ohio. A 2018 misdemeanor conviction for falsification in Ohio. A 2010 misdemeanor conviction for battery, family violence, obstructing or hindering a person, and that was out of.
That's good. Thank you, Ms. Washington. Appreciate it. Sorry. If you speak to Mr. Howard, you know I normally cut off a point.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Walker, yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. In this case, the warrant states that the defendant took the vehicle key fob from the victim, whose name is Heidi Lamb. The state is asking for a $1,000 surety bond, no contact with the victim, Miss Heidi Lamb, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor, my client, Mr. Wilson, is 47 years old, and actually, officer just told me that his bond for the felony charge was $13,000. He has no money to pay for, so he probably kind of gave up, I guess. And then besides, even though he pays for all his bond, he has to be transferred to Ohio because they want him. So he's expecting to be transported to Ohio right now. And I was able to speak to mother, but she was not able to pay for his bond. So he is completely qualified for public defender services. He is currently not employed, unfortunately, and he does need some help. We would like to request for a signature on bond since he's not going anywhere as of now.
It's a $500 signature bond through the jail. Released to the extradition matter only.
Thank you.
And shall I reset this to March 28th?
Yes, Your Honor.
March 28th. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Oh, and no contact with Heidi Lamb.
Yes, he doesn't even know him, know her or him. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so hold on. Mm-hmm.
All right. Quentin Dennis,
They're not just, they are going to the floor that he's housed on.
no problem. So let me just go over the calendar while we're waiting on Mr. Dennis. Position 1, Joseph Daniels is $1,000 surety, reset March 28th. Position 3, Dubois is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Position 4, Friedman is a $2,000 split bond, reset March 28th. Malaysia Gardner is $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 6, Keaton Gordon is a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Carlos Hill is a $5,000 surety bond. Did I go with 5 or 2,500? I think 2,500.
2,500, yeah.
2,500, yeah. Reset date is March 28th. Position 8 is reset to March 16 pending a Russian interpreter. Antoine McKnight is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Position 10 is a 500 signature bond through the jail. Stay away from Almada. 11, Robert McGee is a $10,000 signature bond through pretrial ISP with DBIP requirements and ADET. Position 12, Mewborn is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 13, Mount is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 3. In-person reporting. Position 14, Ponder is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail. Oh, no, it was pretrial, wasn't it? Ponder?
Pre-trial.
Pretrial, sorry, pretrial. And this is in-person reporting. 15, Steed is a $2,000 surety, reset date March 28th. 16, Williams is a 2,500 surety, reset date March 28th. And 17, Ricky Wilson is a 500 signature bond through the jail, reset March 28th. We have Quentin Dennis at 3 South.
Judge, can we do Wilson?
Yes, good.
Is that Wilson?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Ricky Wilson,
I thought
you,
we just did Wilson, no?
yeah, we just did. I'm just informing him of his bond. Mr. Ricky Wilson, your case number is 24 CR 1205B. Please remember you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, and representing you is Ms. Kim. Ms. Kim has filed a waiver of your appearance. Your bond for your misdemeanor charge of theft by taking is a $500 signature bond through the jail with a release to your extradition matter to Ohio. Thank you.
Thank you.
And no contact with Heidi Lamb, the owner of the Key Fall.
Okay, I'm just laughing because we talk every day, but I understand.
Thank you.
Uh,
All right, next is Dennis.
All right. This is State versus Quentin Dennis, case number 24 CR 1220Y. Mr. Dennis is charged with theft by receiving stolen property from July 25th, 2023. Mr. Dennis, my name is Judge Lal, and I'd like to remind you, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, and representing you is Mr. Keith Cook. Do you see your attorney in courtroom 2?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Miss Washington, I think we've already gone the 18 cycles. Mr. Cook, do you want pretrial to repeat his GCIC?
No, Your Honor, just the state's recommendation will be fine.
State's recommendation is?
State's recommendation was no contact with the victim, Mr. Eric Terry. A $2,500 surety bond, no weapon, drugs, or alcohol while on bond, and just put a brief factual basis on the record. The victim's cell phone was stolen at gunpoint. That cell phone was later deposited into an Eco ATM at Walmart for a cash value by a separate individual who was identified by this individual according to his driver's license. So that is the state's recommendation.
Mr. Cook?
Yes, sir. And I think he has a few bonds here on some other cases. We would be asking in this particular misdemeanor that he get a signature only bond at level 3. And no,
It's a $1,000 surety bond. Next court date is March 28th. No contact with Eric Terry. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, that concludes our calendar. Anything else, folks? All right, y'all have a great weekend then. See you next week. Thank you, everyone. Bye, Ms. Loomis.